I know, Max. It's time for your 2 o'clock. You've been a good boy. You haven't been puking. You haven't been doing anything. I guess we'll start with a little ASMR. For those ASMR fans out there. Yes, Yoda. Yes, Yoda. Hello, Ray. Hello, Alexia. Hope you all are doing well on this Saturday. How's darkness doing, Ray? Yeah, I hear you, Yoda. It's not toy time yet. Yoda, it's not toy time yet. Don't know if you can hear Yoda or not, but he's meowing at the door because it's almost laser time because he knows it's Saturday. Hello there, Betty. Ray, darkness didn't want to be put out. Oh, the poor little kitty. He's like, he likes the cool. It's probably hot out there, isn't it, Ray? Not hot necessarily, but humid. Probably out like NC, or hot and humid. Hello there, Maya. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Maxie's finishing up his little 2 o'clock meal. I know, you hear Yoda. Max, we're going to get out in a few minutes. He's like, I need to get out now, though, because Yoda's calling my name. All right, Max. All right, buddy. Come on. Oh, he's fine anyways. Hello there, Sherry. Alexa, how I have opened many ice cream shops and many lives. Oh, okay. Ugh. Hello there, Kevin. How you doing? I know, Yoda. It is time to get your toy, isn't it? Hello there, Zoe. How you doing today? You're such a demanding cat, aren't you? So demanding, Yoda. All right, come on. I know. Let's find your toy. Okay. Hello there, Jesse. What's up, Max? No. Well, you know it's Saturday. If you're gonna try to sleep, that's not really the best of times, but. Oh.
Take him downstairs.
It's better for him up on the carpet. All right, Yoda. I know, you've been waiting all week for this. Yes, Yoda is a bit of a bossy one. Maxie? Yeah, Maxie, you don't really care about the... Well, you kind of do. Oh, hey, Max. You just gave your kitty, Yoda, Stud a bath. How did that go? It's been a long time since I've had to bathe any of these cats fully. Cat bath. It's good times. Hey, Chunky. Hello there, Debbie. Hello there, Glare Bear. Hope you all are doing well today. Bye, Max. He's like, I'm out of here. I don't work with these clowns here. Oh, are you back, Max? You said you are a clown after all? Turn up the light here. Can't see anything. There we go. Hello there, Rima. Max. What's up, Max? Max. Max. Poor Yoda. You're such a nutcase. You gonna climb the wall, buddy? Orangey, what are you doing? Well, hello, Kit. What's up, Kit? Kit. Hi, honey. I know you're a good girl. Yes, tuxedo troubles. It's like they're just sitting at the throne here, waiting to get into trouble. Jesse, this thing right here is like a little standing scratching post. Tiny is kind of scratching it. She's doing a bit of an example. It's definitely been used, as you can see. The cool thing about this little thing too is if you... Yeah, these are worthless though. I've never seen any of the cats do anything with these balls. You know, I could just... Actually, I guess I can't take them out. They haven't done anything with that. But the cool thing is you can turn these little paws like the other way. You can turn them, and this comes out, and you can flip it the other way, and then it'll have new. But this has been scratched up quite a bit, so they definitely like this. It was a free thing I got for a review. Kit, come here. Come here, Kit. I know, she's like, I'm not like those nutty tuxedos. You know, Rima, you're not too far off. I mean, Tiny is like 18 pounds. Yoda seems to be getting kind of heavier himself. He's just packing on the pounds. We got some chunky kitties. Sorry, Yoda. Debbie, your kitty. Love these kind. Nope. Is that necessary, Kit? Hello there, Bruce. How's it going? Hope you're doing well today. Let me get up. All right. Hello there, Margot. Just a quick check-in, seeing how Max is doing well. It's your bedtime. Well, have a good night, Margot. Do they attack the giant monkey? The stuffed animals, they do not. Actually, Tang sleeps on this one, the brown one, Jesse. Nobody does anything with the sloth, though. Nobody cares. But Tang You can almost actually see. Let's, baby, baby, baby. Yeah, Bruce, yeah, I'm nowhere near any kind of flooding right now. Sherry Stud is good at getting bathe. He rolls his eyes afterwards. Okay. And Margot, no worries, no worries. I know it's late for you out there. Appreciate the stop by, and we'll see you next time. Baby, you're crazy. If anybody happens to be new here, my name is Adam from the Giving PAWS. This is the baby. This is Tiny. I got a little nutty Yoda in here, somewhere in here. This is Tang, the orange one. But what I was saying over here, Jesse, is you can see Tang's body has been laying there. Hello there, Roz. I'm doing fine. Hope you are as well. We talked about a wasp last week. So apparently we found there was another wasp again in this box that Yoda found. He was, I guess, maybe chewing on it or something. So we had to vacuum another wasp up. So I don't know. I might have to go up in our attic and see if we got like a wasp nest in there or something. I certainly hope not. Glarebear, not really in a joking mood. If anything, today your youngest kitty ran away yesterday. Just started drinking today. I'm sorry to hear that, Glarebear. Afraid she's gotten a seizure and took off, but it not rabies. Okay, Glarebear. Well, hopefully it's nothing serious, Glarebear. Just let us know in the community as kind of things go on, and as you know more information about that. Hello there, Shelly. How you doing? Baby. Baby, who you looking at? Glarebear, something you can try maybe is open up some food, like some cans of food that might attract the kitty to come in or to come back, maybe. I know Yoda waits all week. We only bring out this toy on these live streams because after I'm done with this live, and during this live actually, Yoda just goes a little nutty with this toy. He kind of loses his mind a little bit, especially when he doesn't see it. Glaber, you open like 10 cans of, but nothing. This is how Tiny, Tiny is a fat cat. She's like 18 pounds, but when she was younger, and even now a little bit, she was a quick cat. We would get like a laser pointer, and she'd literally just like climb up like half the walls, jumping off of them, trying to get the laser pointer. And she needs this exercise, because she's a chunky butt. Hi, Tang. Are you sitting by your father, Tang? This is actually Tang's dad. I call him Smokey. Smokey the bear. Bruce, wow, you have been a member for 1 year. That is awesome. 1 year. Wow, time flies. I didn't know I had channel memberships up for a year already. That's crazy. I do wonder if we're going to be visited by any clowns. Recently with these live streams, I have been kind of had some clown attackage. Shelly earlier had a clown attacking in her live. I'm thinking maybe it's summertime, so the kids are out of school, and I don't know, maybe it's just what's going on. Because last time I was just talking over here, I was talking about this cat shrine that we have, and just talking about, like, somebody asked something about like an orange cat. No, I'm not gonna have you over there, Yoda, because you would knock all those urns off. We don't need that. No, we don't, Yoda. Let me get another toy out as well. Oh, we're always gonna have there's always gonna be clowns, Rima. That's just the way it is. Oh, I'll come back over here for a moment. Those who may not have seen this before. Let me turn the light on. There we go. So yeah, we built this a few years ago when we had 3 of our kitties passed away in like 6 months. But the first one that passed away, and I got to be careful showing this picture because, you know, some people don't like scruffing because you can injure a cat when they're being scruffed. But that was the little boy, that little guy. And then you had a better picture of him here. He was just a little guy. He was a little flea ball. Got him home. He had fleas, mini flea bass. We had to we had to vacuum our rugs because we got fleas everywhere. And then Kitty here, who always like to stick her head in the bags and into boxes and pretty much anything, is a nutty calico. Kitten. This doesn't look like the same cat. So this was Kitten when she was... Oh, and here's another... Let me show you one other really crazy picture here as I sit down here for a second. So you had the boy here. He was maybe... I don't know, 6 weeks old in this picture, maybe 2 months old. He was young. His little thing. And then compare to this. This one, he was pretty much fully grown. He was a big barn cat. He got up to like 25 pounds. So he was a big kitty. But I was going to also show, so this was, I got this glare. Kitten here as a youngster. She was about 6 months or so. She doesn't really look like the same cat here that was up on my shoulder. But anyways, yeah, Yoda, let's get away from this area. Let's get you away from this area, I should say. Let's go check on Rosemary. I think she might be awake. Never mind. Oh, hi, Rosie. What's up? Oh. I know, Rosie. We might be moving soon, honey. You're like, you people move all the time. You're like, yes, we do. Your 12-year-old is a tuxie, and you also got a black one named Kitten. I thought it was the only one that would have Nah, we have very original names around here. Maya, Kitten, Katie, Zelda, the boy, Yoda, Yoda. Glurber, you might be moving as well. Where are you going to be moving to? Jesse, does your cat get scared? They probably do, Jesse, but we give them gabapentin. Let's see how Rosemary does. See if she. Yes, it's more Rosemary's puke. She just can't stand to have a clean carpet. She just got to have it dirty. Alexia, so far my day is going fine. I hope yours is as well. Roz, I appreciate the gifted membership. We got some rosy turds over there, so avert your eyes from the rosy turds. Yoda. Glaber, another house in the same city. Okay, so it's a small. You've been renting all of your lives. Oh, renting's not bad, Glaber. How often do you think you've moved? I think, Glaber, we've moved like maybe in the last 20 years. I think we've moved about 7 times from houses like mortgage houses to rentals. We just seem to have this move-itis. You get your kicker, honey. Yeah, my or not Glare Bear. Rosemary is surprisingly spry on occasion. Sometimes she definitely acts like an old kitty, and other times she acts like she's still like a teenager. Glare Bear, you've lived in California. Okay. Yes, Yoda, we hear you, you nutcase. Bruce, you've moved 75 times. Good gravy, that's a lot of times. Oh, you've beaten me, Bruce. Yoda. Debbie, it really depends on the cat. Most of them, thankfully, um, seems like they do fine with it. And it just depends. Sherry, you're too broke to move. I understand that, Sherry. We are definitely. That's part of the reason, actually, while we're moving, is because we do have some debt we gotta kind of take care of. And selling this house will help. And it also help pay for my schooling because I plan on going back into school. I was teaching in education for a good little while here, but I'm kind of done with education. Oh, there's my clown. Yeah, thanks, Bruce. Hello there, egg flying. I was wondering if I was going to get a clown today. The clowns definitely seem to be up. They're out in their game today. People, I guess, have nothing better to do but to go onto people's lives and act a fool. I think Roz, I've noticed over the last like week or so, WKWKWKWYA, the chicken is so cute. Okay, well we'll see what you say besides that. But we'll have trigger fingers though, just in case. But Roz, I'm thinking it's summertime, so a lot of the kids are out in school. They're out of school, so they're bored, and they're just gonna come on and act a fool. It seems like. Egg flying. Yes, that is a catnip thing. It's a catnip kicker, is what it's called, egg flying. So there's kind of catnip inside of it, and there's on the outside, it's kind of laced with some catnip as well. Roz, most of the time the parents don't teach any respect. That's definitely a part of it, Roz. That's if the parents are in the picture at all. I hate to say it like that, but parents nowadays are not how parents used to be, I will say. Glover, in a meme, they call a cat a car because they purr like a they purr like a motor. WKWKWK, name the dog. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. I think I might have, there might be another clown in here. Hello there, Jennifer. How you doing today? How are all the kitties? Chloe, Daisy, Athena, Abby, and one that I'm forgetting. I don't know who I'm forgetting, though. Yes, Rosemary. You take your anger out on that toy. Maya, people are rude in general. Don't waste a second worry about them. I don't really worry about them, Maya. I occasionally do like to kind of play with them a little bit, but just occasionally. But recently, I've had no patience with them, so I just time them out like bad little children. Hello there, Bruno. How you doing? Thank you for saying hello. Hope you're doing well. There's about 40 people or so that look like are in here. So if anybody wants to, if you're new and if you want to say hello, feel free to. This is a cat community. We donate all of our channel revenue to cat charities across the world. So if that's something you might want to feel like you want to be a part of, feel free to join, subscribe, all that good fun stuff. Catitude, how you doing? How you doing? Nice to see you today. All right, Rosemary. I think we're gonna leave Rosemary for now because she's got a. You want to get the smiley face? It's on your water fountains. Yes, Yoda. All right, we'll let Rosie. Ooh, what is it, Rosemary? Yes, Yoda. Bruce, your arms look like a scratching post. You did all your cat's nails. Good times. Catitude, not doing so well today. You lost one of your dogs. I'm sorry to hear that, Catitude. Sorry to hear that, my friend. Prayers to you there. I hope in time, Catitude, that the pain and the grief will eventually, the love of the time that you had with the doggy will will overshadow that pain. So I'm sorry to hear that. It's a loss that's difficult. Zoe, take care. All right, let's go back out. We'll come back in a little bit and hang with Miss Rosie. Hello there, Natalie from Pennsylvania. Yes, tuxedos. Hi. Hi. I know, Yoda. Here. It's actually, we're going to go outside for a little bit. Maxie, do you want to join us outside, Max? Oh, Natalie, I appreciate that. Natalie, if you do love cats, this is a place to be. We do have 9 here, and we also donate all of our channel money to charities across the world. Actually, we donate to about 30 charities right now. Always looking for more. Come on, kitties. Come on, baby. Oh, your stepmom has a tuxedo? What's their name? Hello there, Alfredo. How you doing? Come on, baby. Come on. Hi, baby girl. Hi, Tranquil. Sorry I didn't say hi to you there, Tranquil. Hope you're doing well. Missed you there. Yeah, Maya, I'm always looking for new. If anybody in chat, if you know of a rescue group that you would like the community to start donating to, because we do have like a rotational thing going on. Uh, if anybody knows of any, then don't put it in chat because I'm not going to remember it. But just leave a comment on a video or a post or something, and I'll definitely look into it. And we can definitely add it to our group. We're going to be doing our next. I know we got some alarms out here, Katie. You're okay. We're going to be doing it the next one in a couple of weeks, end of July. Hi, honey. No, Tranquil, some of them don't. Some of them get scared away, and some of them plainly just don't care. Like the baby, she's like, I'm outside. I don't care about the sirens. I just want to melt out here. What you see, Yoda? You see that dragonfly? Yeah, Bruce, as of right now, we still, those seniors that we sponsored last time, there's a dragonfly on the other side of the screen that the kitties are definitely interested in. Oh, I appreciate that. They're, I'm just say Pedro, I think it is. Hello there, Sydney Cat. Um, what was I saying? Hello there, is it Ayesha, I think? How you doing? Alfredo, Rosemary is she's doing fairly well. She's still a little picky on what she's eating, but she got a shot last week that's kind of supposed to help. She's got a little bit of gingivitis going on. Because of that, we think that her mouth might be bothering her a little bit. So she got like a shot that kind of helps with it a little bit. So I appreciate the asking. Where you going, Orange? You gonna fly through the screen? Hello there, Troy. How you doing? Welcome if you are new. Always like to see new folks in here. Let us know in chat if you are new there, Troy. Oh, Syndicate, you live in LA. Okay. Or not Syndicate, Glarebear, you live in LA. Okay. Natalie, you have a orange kitty named Liam. Awesome. This is Tang, Natalie. He is about 4 or so. He was a foster that we wound up adopting, him and his sister. Hello there, Ronan. Hello from France. How you doing out there? Debbie, awesome. You've been a member now for 2 months. Awesome. Maya, some of the usual suspects are missing. Lewis, yeah. Lewis might be taking a nap. I'm not sure, Maya. I think Sue... Well, there you go, Maya. You conjured him up, Maya. You said the usual suspects are missing with Lewis, and Lewis just popped up. That's pretty funny. I think Sue was doing some kind of yard sale or something. Jesse, do they watch TV? On occasion. Not really, though, but on occasion. Natalie, your kitty is 1.5. 1.5, and she's almost 20 pounds. You sure about that? That's pretty big for only being 1.5 years old. Pretty big indeed. Pedro, you have a orange kitty that name is just Kindem. Interesting. Very interesting. Again, if you are new here, please say hello. We do not scratch. We might bite you. Just a little nibble on your foot, perhaps. Oh, Jesse, what would they do with a hammock? They would make a mess. They would fight over the hammock. I think Yoda would want to, this little turkey here, he would definitely want to kind of be the king of the hammock. He's only following me out here because of this, though. Because I got his favorite laser pointer. Hi, baby. Who's a good girl? Sydney Cat, how is Sydney Cat doing? Lewis, how are all of your community kitties doing? Roz, how is... I'm just trying to remember all the names. Is it Luna? I want to say Roz. How is Luna doing? Hi, Cersei. How you doing? Yes, Alfredo... well, right now, Alfredo, I got this. His little nutcase toy that he goes crazy. So, yeah, he's got his eye on me for sure right now. Let's see. Sydney Cat is doing good. She's a happy girl with the cooler weather. Awesome. You're welcome yep, you're welcome, Sydney Cat, of course, as always. Lewis, all of like the community kitties, they're doing well. But the heat is affecting their eating schedules. They're not out at their normal times, I assume, Lewis. Then Luna is doing well. Cersei, you're just checking in. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're on your way for the kitty that had the raccoon attack, right? Yeah, keep the community posted, Cersei, if you don't mind. Like I said, I'm hoping for a good outcome for that. Those raccoons can be nasty. Jennifer, I didn't know you had an outside kitty. Gray has small spots of fur that are missing. Not sure what it could be. Have you had an experience with that? Jennifer, it could be. Have you ever heard of alopecia before, Jennifer? Let me know in chat. Yeah, Jesse, they did. This was actually Rosemary, Jesse. She got angry one night and she had a fit, and she decided to just throw these cushions like all over the place because somebody was in her Rice Krispies box, unfortunately. So she was rather angry about it. Sad to say. Yeah, alopecia, Jennifer, would be my first guess. Hey Sue, how you doing? But it looks like Jennifer Sue S is saying that ringworm allergies also could be something that might be going on as well with the outdoor kitty gray. You know it, Sydney Cat. Yes, these are a bunch of little kids. Some are petulant, some are misbehaving, some just don't listen. Some think they always got to get their way. Like Kit here. She likes her brain being massaged. She says she comes up with all of her evil plans this way. Bye, Yoda. Yoda doesn't like the heat too much. Oh. Some Pedro, you're on the side of your very fat little child. It's sleeping right now. Okay. Nice. Oh, the baby. Yeah, Bruce. Pandora is passed out. We don't know why. Her and Kit seem to just kind of sleep by this broom. We don't know if there's like a pheromone on it or something, but they both like to put their heads just right there. Lewis, did you read the Florida decision has been made? I'm not sure, Lewis, what you're referring to, but I think I made a comment somewhere that more than likely we're going to probably stay in North Carolina, but it's not a for sure. Florida is still a potential, but I think just not having to do a 10-hour drive with 9 cats like we'd have to do down to Florida, and it's just be like a 2-hour drive to the NC coast. We lived in the NC coast a while ago down in the Wilmington area. Those who are familiar with North Carolina, Wilmington is a coastal town, quite a pretty city. So I think we're probably more than likely going to stay in North Carolina, but it's not for sure though. Sydney Cat, have you been to Wilmington or just like the NC coastal area? Hi, boobers. So Pedro, is there a way of communications anywhere else other than your videos? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean like, do you mean am I on like other social media, or what do you mean by that? Maya, you'd love to have access to the seafood. You like seafood? I like tuna. That's about it. My wife is actually allergic to seafood. Sydney Cat, your sister lives. Oh, if you don't mind saying, Sydney, and you don't have to say like exactly where. Does she live like in the coastal area, or what part of North Carolina? Sue, you've been to Raleigh and Mount Airy. Those are two totally different parts of the state. Which do you like better, Sue? The city or like the mountainy area of Mount Airy? San Pedro like groups to chat. I don't. I don't. I do a Google Meet though, once a month, but that's about it. Yeah, seafood tastes like vomit. Well, it tastes fishy. Very fishy. Hello there, Roy and Stitch. Hello. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Jennifer, the Google Meet went well. I think we had. I wasn't expecting a huge crowd because it's just new. There was about I think 6 people on it, or so. There was myself. There was Shelly. There was Roz. There was Sue. There was Lewis. And then there was one other person. I think I can't remember their name. Tigress, I think. So I think there's like 6 people. So we'll do another one like towards the end of the end of the month or so, and we'll see how it goes. So I mean, everybody's welcome to attend, and you can have your camera off. You don't have to have your camera on. You know, I just think it's a cool thing to kind of like be able to like meet and talk to each other. You know, kind of outside of YouTube land. Hi, baby. Sydney Cat, she lived in Raleigh, but now she lives in Wendell. Oh, well, she's kind of a neighbor there, Sydney Cat, then, because I am not too far from the city of Wendell. We're in a small town, too, Zebulon. So, basically neighbors. Oh, I guess we got another somewhat clown here. I tell you, the young people are out. So somebody, it's a blocked message, of course. Well, I guess it's being held up for review. Stop playing with the cat's nipples, please. Somebody's got a fetish, I think. Leo 20 toes. You said something. Oh, Maya, that is Pandora. Pandora is definitely a box kitty. Hi, kid. Yeah, Pandora likes her boxes. Especially, this is a Walmart box. But she's a box cat. So when we do move, we are just going to put her in her box, and she'll be good. Yeah, it's just the box, yes. She's definitely a Pandora box kind of cat. I guess chat is having a bit of an interesting discussion with seafood. Yoda. Yoda. Come here. Yoda. Yoda. You're like, nope. I'm not coming to you. I'm going back inside where it's cool. It's actually not too hot today. It's probably like 80 something. Yeah, Bruce. Yeah. Who am I shipping her for again, Bruce? The trade, I think, what do you say, Stinky before? You know, Bruce, if I was going to trade for any of your kitties, I think Oreo, because Oreo is a Maine Coon, right? I think I'd probably trade for Oreo, because I think it'd be cool to be with a Maine Coon. Hello there, travel zone of Arca. What country is this? This is in the country of the United States of America, the USA. What country are you in? My personal preference for fish, like I said, I like tuna. Beyond that, I've tried like trout, I've tried salmon, I've tried different types of fish, and I can take a few bites of it, but then after that, it's just the fishiness gets to me, and I just got to stop eating it. India, okay. Let's see, Jennifer, you got to get going. It's nice talking to you. Yeah, and Gray, about Gray, Jennifer, just maybe alopecia, maybe some allergies. Keep us posted though on the outdoor kitty named Gray. Oh, the boober scoopers. Oh. Jesse, is the cat going to sweep? It's unlikely. It's unlikely, Jesse. You know these cats, they don't do much. They just eat eat, drink, pee, and poop. And sleep. And occasionally they'll play. I know, bibbers. I know, boobers. You're an angry boobers. Oh, yes, and puke. The 3 P's, right? Puke, poop, and pee. Yeah, I think besides like the laser toy, Yoda a little bit, this is more of the chilled out cat live streams. These cats are old, and they've had their fun in their day. Now they just want to sleep in boxes or get petted on a cushion. Yoda. I hear Yoda's in the kitchen. He's like meowing out into me. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Bruce, on the news, a person in Arizona passed on because of the bubonic plague. Ooh, that doesn't sound like fun. I guess it's a good thing we're not moving back to Arizona then. We definitely thought about moving back to Arizona, but nah. Oh, Maya, you hope the attendance and comments. Oh, yeah. It's always appreciated. And the bigger thing, Maya, I've kind of like transitioned my mind frame into like not even like subscribers anymore. They're just like, this is a family. So like going forward, like with posts and with live streams, this is just like a family thing. So, you know, people that come in and they just kind of hang out with the family here, hang out with these cats, hang out with myself. talk to each other. It's just a big family. That's what it's all about. It's for me now. It's more just of a family sense. You know, especially what this family is doing, helping kitties across the world, really, with you know, donating to different places. So that's what it's about for me now. So just kind of opening up what we do here to others. Hoy honey. So that's why, like, in my last community post, I was just saying a thank you to, like, everybody who's been a part of this channel, whether they watch, whether they, you know, contribute financially, whether they share, whether they tell others about what we're doing. You all are part of this, this family, and a part of this mission, a part of this passion, a part of what we're doing. And just in, you know, helping kitties, making a difference in the world, leaving a legacy on when you pass on as well, that you've done something worthwhile and something that is a long-lasting benefit for our feline friends, and hopefully influencing others to do the same, to be kind. Roz, you know, right now she's sweet, but she's a calico, so believe me, at any time, she's not really like a crazy calico in the sense of she's gonna like want to be petted and then want to bite my hand off. That was our other calico kitty. But this one more so, she'll be like docile like this, and then the next moment she'll be like staring and meowing at the wall for 5 minutes, you know, like talking to the fourth dimension or something. So I don't know, she's a little nutty in that sense. Let's check out Time Time. Stopped out to say hello. Hey, Time Time. Oh, I know you're a tiny Tiners. You got that big butt, though. She's one of those badonkadon cats. He's got all the junk in her trunk. Make a video of her sometime. With the baby got back or something. I'm thinking that could be a little short for Tine Tine here. Tine Tine. Okay, Tine Tine. All right, I got to step inside for a moment because even though it's not hot out here, it is definitely muggy. I think out here the humidity is like at least 60, 70, 80%. So it's like I'm in a sauna. The cats love it because they like these warmer temperatures. Don't you, whites? Hi. You got that little marking on your nose, honey. Hi, green eyes. Okay. Come on, Yoda. Orangey, it's a good thing I just came in here. As you can see, this is why you always have to be careful. And this is why I probably should have put this bag up, because this orange cat right now has got this plastic bag around his head. So let's undo that, buddy. Was that you, Yoda? Were you telling me that Orangey was in trouble potentially and you were just helping? There's nothing in the bag. I'm just going to put it up here, though. We went to Lowell's earlier today because we're buying some stuff to hi, Orange Butt. We're buying some stuff to help get our house sold because we're going to put it on the market here probably in the next couple of weeks or so. And so we have like a new shower head that we're going to put on. We got some paint supplies and we got some other things. Hi, Yoda. You winking at me, Yoda? Yoda. So this is why you always got to be careful. Yeah, Tang, thankfully, Tang is he's a very chilled kitty. Unlike Yoda here is a stress ball. Yoda. Tang, are you done? All right. Are you out of there? All right, we'll close that back up. Yoda. I know, Yoda, where's your face? There you go. You know you like that face. Roz, you got to get off. Always a pleasure talking to you, Roz, and seeing you. I hope you have a good night there, Roz, and I hope all goes well with Luna. And we will see you maybe tomorrow on Shelly's Live, if she's live tomorrow, assuming she probably will be. All right, I'm going to kick the other cats back inside because I'm going to go back upside and go check on Rosemary, maybe hang out with Max if I can find him. So let's see how this goes. Come on, kitties. Come on, kit. Go on. Go inside. Let's see who listens and who doesn't. Go on, Tiny. Tiny. Go on. Okay, you two now. These are the trouble kids. So Pedro, are you out of here? Oh, never mind. You're still there. Come on. Baby. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Go on, baby. Go inside. Come on, Pandora. Pandora. Come on. Come on. I know, you're chatting and hissing at me. Yeah, they don't like to go back in once they've been out. Of course, the baby here had a rough time out there. What, Yoda? Come on, Yoda. Let's go upstairs. Yoda. Hi. I know, I agree. Life is one big meow. I'm turning lights on here. I'm not turning them off. All right. All right, Max, I'll let you sleep. I'll let them sleep. Orangey. Jesse, no, I'm probably not going to paint it hot pink. I don't think that'd be good for selling it. Yes, Bruce. Rosemary, not Rosemary. Max is definitely, his fur is growing back where his sensors were and where his shaved belly was. He is definitely, his fur is definitely growing back. Hi, honey. Rosemary, it is a good thing that you cannot hear. Because you'd be telling Yoda to shut up. Wouldn't you, honey? Yeah, Jesse, she's a good girl. She makes her bed. Bruce, Rosemary, not Rosemary. Max's numbers are pretty good. Bruce, they're staying like in the 300, 100 to 200 to 300. So we feel pretty good about where he's at right now with his insulin dosage. Rosemary, yes. Yoda is crying. He'll do this on every Saturday and Tuesday live stream because I get this toy out and I play with him for a little bit and he loses his mind. We need to check on Rosemary's weight here in the next day or so. The last time we weighed her, she was she was a tiny over 5 pounds. And then we also have to weigh Max and see if he's maintaining his weight. The last time we weighed him, he was about 11.2 pounds or so. One thing with Rosemary here is sometimes when she gets her ears rubbed, she kind of has her third eyelid showing a little bit. Catitude, is Rosemary a good eater or is she? It depends, Catitude. So most of the time, like when she's feeling fine and there's nothing going on, she'll eat really well. But on occasion, due to her hyperthyroidism and due to the gingivitis that she develops quickly on her gums, she can sometimes become a little picky. So on occasion, we definitely have like a buffet of food with her. But recently, though, she's been back to just eating like one type of food during the day, and we're not having to give her like 4 or 5 different types of food to get her to eat. It is a little concerning that she doesn't seem to be getting past like that 5 pound limit, that 5 pound weight, because usually she's like 5.5 pounds or so. So it is a bit concerning on her not really gaining weight here recently. She could just be having a moment. Now I'm not like naive because I've been through down this road before. I don't think this is the case, but you never know where she might be getting towards like the end of her life. You just never know. I hope that's not the case. I don't think that's the case, but you never know. When she went to the vet last week to get her shot for her gingivitis, it was perfectly good. So Bruce, yeah, how was her blood work? Her blood work came out fine. There was nothing. It was clean when she had her blood work, and then when she got her exam, her most recent exam, she like her exam was good. Like her lungs were clear, her heart was strong, everything was good. She was a little dehydrated. She's always a little dehydrated though. The one thing about senior cats is they're always a little dehydrated. So, but unfortunately, unlike Zelda, who we can get sub-Q fluids at home, or give sub-Q fluids to Zelda because she's a really good patient. Rosemary, on the other hand, is a little bit more of a challenge because Rosemary freaks out when the needle goes in her because it's a pretty good sized needle. I mean, this isn't a small needle, and it's got like a big bevel edge to it where the water goes through. And because she's so skinny, I mean, she's just literally she's like bone. I mean, because you want to do like the sub-Q fluids, you do them up like here usually, like between the shoulder blades. You pull up and then you insert the needle like where the tent is. But because she's got just bone, it's very difficult. And we tried to do some sub-cueing in the past with her, but she just would not stay still. Um, so we might have to have the vet, have the vet do it maybe like once a week or so, potentially. Or another thing that we can do is give her some gabapentin and kind of knock her out a little bit. Not knock her out completely, but just make her a little loopy where she doesn't know what's going on, and do it that way. So we'll see. We'll see in the future. It's amazing. I mean, she's been with us for now almost coming on 3 years, and it's crazy. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it's been 3 years. Sometimes it seems like she's been with us for a very long time. She's definitely integrated herself into this family. Catatucci is. She is a little dehydrated. Pretty much almost all cats, once they get past like age 10, age 12, they're always a little dehydrated. Partly because they lose some skin elasticity. Partly because usually senior cats, older cats don't necessarily drink and eat as much. So it's pretty common. It's the same with like humans usually. But humans are a little bit different because you can just drink a lot of water. Yeah, Bruce, I'm glad you like that Thunderstruck song. I've kind of taken a break on doing the song stuff. I'll probably get back to it eventually. But I've taken a bit of a break on it for the time being. That's why something like wet food is so important. Because if a cat's only eating dry food, they're not necessarily going to drink a ton of water. So if they get wet food, they already have like a certain amount of water in the wet food. So it kind of helps them. I know, honey, you're just sleepy. You had your outside time. I do wonder, like, once these cats pass away, like, once Rosemary passes on and once Zelda passes on, if we're gonna um, kind of get more. Part of me says yes, to keep these numbers where they're at. But another part of me says no. One, because it's just a heartache that you're gonna go through, and eventually, we would like to do some traveling. My wife and I get back to some traveling, and right now it's very difficult to do any kind of traveling at all. I don't think we've gone anywhere in years because we can't. So, Catitude, I'd have to change my channel name then. What do you mean, Catitude? Oh, do you mean on like the banner? Is that what you mean? Glare Bear, I would tend to somewhat agree with that. That the female cats can be a little bit more interesting. Male cats, to me, a lot of male cats are more docile and loving. Female cats can be a little bit more playful, let's say. We don't have any family that live here.
We do have friends here, but we don't have any family members. And the thing is, I hate to say it like this, but I'm not comfortable with having people that don't necessarily like have the experience with all the medications to do what needs to be done for a period of time. So, but I do understand what you're saying, though, Maya. And the thing is, too, it's like I think if once our numbers do start to dwindle and start to drop, that um I do definitely see us not like adopting younger cats anymore, but kind of like being like our channel's kind of mission and adopting older kitties, special need kitties. I mean, I would love to adopt somebody like Echo. Is a blind kitty. I think that would just be kind of a cool experience. Definitely would be a new experience, but just something different, or a like a tripod kitty, one that it's missing a limb. um Yoda, good gravy. I hear you, Yoda. I hear you. uh Hello there, Maria. How you doing? Let's see what Shelly's saying. That's the hard thing. When you have the older ones, you worry just going away. Yeah, so for example, talking about us kind of going away. So we have, because we still might be moving to Florida, and we've been there a few times, but we're going to check out a couple more areas in the Orlando area. In about a month or so, we're going to fly out there, less than a month. And we're only going to be gone for a day, not even a day. We scheduled it where we're going to leave and come back on the same day. Which is kind of crazy. But even then, even though we're only going to be gone for like 15 hours, 12, 15 hours or so, it's like you still worry about that, even that short time frame. It's crazy. Hello there, Yvonne. How you doing, Yvonne? Hope you're doing well. Sue, you love those senior cats? You haven't had a vacation since you started fostering 30 years ago. That's a long time, Sue. That is a long time. Bruce, yeah. So Kissimmee is an area along with Bruce. Do you have any opinions or any thoughts on Davenport? Because that's another area we're kind of looking at rentals that have pools. Because my wife has wanted to have a pool for a long time, and so kind of a compromise is like because I don't think she knows the upkeep of a pool. I think a pool is a major upkeep. So we might be getting into a rental that has a pool in it. And Davenport has a lot of rentals that have pools in them. Sue, yep, too long. That's why you're planning to travel a lot when you get back to Europe. Is there any part of Europe, Sue, that you haven't been to that you wanted to go to? I think I asked this maybe like a week ago when like I was asking where people would want to go to. Bruce, Davenport is a good area. Thank you, Bruce, for letting me giving me that information. We're gonna definitely look at that area next. Catitude. But the only thing about adopting seniors is that you won't have them for very long. That is true, Catitude. You probably wouldn't because you figure there's, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years at the most they'd have left, life left with them. But I think those 2, 3, 4, 5 years would be some of the best years of their life. And after you get over kind of the grief and the heartache, I think it would be the same with like the person who did the adopting as well. That would be some of the best parts of their life as well. But I understand though, what you're saying with that. Jesse, you want to go to Mars? We'll go check on Elon there. I know he's wanting to get to Mars as well. Sue, you haven't been able to do, but you want to go to Italy, England, Scotland, and France. Okay, some cool places. I heard Scotland is very pretty. Very pretty. Yeah, I thought, but yeah, Shelly. I was the last time I saw her numbers when you shared them with me. And again, thank you for sharing those numbers with me. I thought that she seemed like she was, besides the glucose being a little bit high, it seemed like her numbers were doing better. But that's the thing, you don't know. You just never know. And it's the same with us humans. That's why I always try to be kind to others and to especially family, because you never know when your last day might be. Um, that's why you try to live life at its fullest, and you always try to do the best you can each day, because you never know. You're not promised tomorrow. Hi, baby girl. All right, let's go check out Yoda. Hello there, Joseph. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Do you want to look at the lights? Do you want to look at the blue or the ultraviolet lights? Yeah, Maya, completely agree. Just let the family members, especially. Hi, Joseph. I know I've seen you on Shelly's chat before. I don't know. I'm sure you've probably been on this live stream too, but if not, hello and welcome. A little bit more about this channel, Joseph, if you don't know too much about it. We do live with 9 kitties, and we do donate all of our channel money to charity at the end of every month. So hello and welcome. Uh, Shelly, you adopted one old girl from a shelter called Daisy a few years ago, and then she passed away 3 weeks later. Ooh, that's tough. Hmm, that is tough. All right, let's go satisfy Yoda. We'll probably come back to Rosemary. I don't know if I'm going to go 2 hours or not today. That's still the goal. I do like to try to get these 2 hours in on Saturdays. We'll see. I haven't been talking as much, which I'm not complaining about. Because normally I talk, those of you who've been on my live streams know I talk pretty much the whole time, but today's been a little bit more casual and not as many people on here, which I don't mind at all, because it gives my talking a bit of a break, to be honest, sometimes. Let me see. Alfredo, that's the thing for following channels here. You create a feeling for the animals. Last year, 5 animals that you love passed, and then this year too. Yeah, you definitely develop a connection with them, Alfredo, and that's kind of that's actually really a good thing. Because if not, then if we didn't like develop connections with others, then I don't know, life would not be worth living, I don't think. Let's see, Luis, rest in peace, Angel, Daisy, Shelly. I think sometimes they are so used to their lives that sometimes bringing home is very stressful for them, especially if they don't have older kitties for them to be around. Could be. All right, let's go satisfy the nutcase. Yeah, you, the nutcase. All right, Yoda. Jesse, have you had a cat like that to stay covered up? I'm not sure what you mean, Jesse. Yeah, Yoda's a character, I tell you. And the funny thing about Yoda, here's a little funny thing. When we were fostering him and his 5 other brothers and sisters, he was the quiet one. So he kind of fooled us. He kind of tricked us, and that he was going to be like quiet when we wound up adopting him. But he turned out to be the loudmouth of the bunch. Squeaky doors. Yes, we do have squeaky doors, and I don't like to use too much DW40 because DW40 is messy. But obviously, when the time comes when we put this place up on the market, I will DW40 all of these doors, and they will be squeakless. I hope so, at least. Yeah, Jesse, a few of them like to be under blankets, under the sheets, and then they like to attack. Maria, that's pretty funny. You only understand the cat meows because they don't meow in English. That is pretty funny. Alfredo, I think Maria, she can't understand. She can't understand me. I can barely understand me most of the time, to be honest with you. But I think Maria is from somewhere in South America. I'm assuming so, Alfredo, that you probably would understand Espanol, but I speak very minimal Espanol. Que pasa? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete. But no pause, no mas, no, very little, no, very little Espanol. Jesse, these kitties are candy free. Oh, Tang. Oh, what's up, Tang? Oh, you're a good boy. Gerber, I wish you the best of luck in finding that kitty. I hope and I'm sure that you will find them. Just be uh, be positive and let us know, let this family know on how things turn out if you can, Glarebear. If you want to, you don't have to, of course, but if you want to, it'd be appreciative just so we know kind of what's going on. Then other languages like Konnichiwa, a little Japanese. But beyond Konnichi, I'd love to like learn Japanese. I think Japanese is like a really cool language, or yeah, Japanese. Um, but Konnichiwa, that's about it. Bless you. And we got the baby up here. She's just judging. She's judging these other kitty cats. I can try to say what y'all are saying, but I don't. Is it Merhaba, Adam, Nasalison? I could create a channel that all I do is just try to pronunciate words in other languages and then even in English, and that would be like just funny. That's why I do fear moving down to Florida, because when I look up a map of Florida and when I see all of these weird places, these weird naming towns, it's like, good Lord. I know, Orange, you don't care about that, do you? You're like, I'm Mr. Orange, and I don't care about the dots. I just want to bite your hand.
Fredo, you only know how to say walk. Is it walk, wakam, salam, insala? Is that like Arabic? Is that Muslim? No, Muslim's not a language, is it? That's a nationality. Salim, Salem, salam. I just want to say salami. Salam, Arabic. Oh, it's Arabic. Okay. Yeah, it's a religion. Okay, yeah, here you go. Thank you, Lewis. I'm slow and I'm special. I'm slow and old. What can I say? Salam. Is it Salam or Salem? Say it like that. Salam alaikum. Alaikum. Huh. Isn't Salam though or Shalom? Isn't that Jewish? The Jewish language, I think. See, this is why a Google Meet is important, because if I was on a Google Meet and people were saying with these, I would have a much better potential chance of saying it correctly. Maybe. Maybe. Oh yeah, Hebrew. You know what I mean, Lewis. I'm close, ain't I? I'm close. Yeah, this is why I got out of education. Could you see me? I mean, truly. Although actually, I feel like I did a fairly good job at teaching kids. But I wasn't their English teacher. I mean, here's the funny thing too, is like, you all don't even have to put on like other languages in the chat and have me try to say something. I swear that uh, um, I could screw up like English words, very easily, very easily. Rosemary, what are you saying? Boa? I just want to say boa constrictor, but boa tarde? Is that like goodbye, maybe? Shelley, I don't think I'm not dyslexic, but there is another thing where I get my words like twisted. So if I want to say like I don't know, pop gun, right? I would say like gun pop instead. So sometimes my words come out backwards. I don't know what that issue is. Hi Tang, I know you're listening to me ramble, aren't you? And it's putting you to sleep. It's putting the audience to sleep too, probably. I took Latin Maya for 4 years, and I'll tell you, I don't like foreign languages. Portuguese. Okay. Hi, Orangey. Is that the paw of destiny?
Are you spread out here? Do we need to look at the orange belly? Do we need to inspect you? Is it backwards? Is it backwards, Catitude? When you say things? I thought it was when you read things backwards or upside down. Yeah, Rosemary, he's praying for his cat daddy here. The good Lord, man, just stop trying to say things. You're embarrassing yourself. So he's praying for me. He's not doing much good, it seems like, though. But he's definitely trying. Hi, Yoda. Bye, Yoda. Oh, I know, I've got your belly. Fredo, do you use to make any special party or decoration on Halloween? When I was very much a younger lad, Alfredo, when I was young, I kind of got into Halloween, but not since I've gotten older. I don't really do too many holidays nowadays. Yes, Yoda, use the scratching post. Yoda's got this bad thing where he scratches the walls. So we're gonna have to cut his nails soon because we're not gonna like stop him from scratching the walls. but he is leaving his marks on it everywhere. Um, so yeah, we're gonna have to cut his nails. We're gonna have to cut this one's nails too, because we're gonna have to get new carpet here. Because unfortunately, this orange little turkey, this orange little monkey, he ruined the carpet. Don't bite me, Orangey. You don't bite me. You know better. Alfredo, I mean like any special streams with the cats. Nah, I'm not gonna do anything special. You don't think I'm 40? Oh yeah, I'm over 40. Yep, I'm over 40. I know I sound like a young, a young handsome devil. No, I'm kidding. But no, I am over 40 though. Yep. I was born in 1980. Is that Italian? Blissimo? Is that like bless you? 1988. 1930. Okay, so you were born in 1988. Alfredo, you're 37, Maya? Yep, you're younger than me. Here, get your tail. Well, let's look at some post cats here. Shelley, you're 40 this year, although you celebrated it last year. My wife turned 40 last year as well. You got Yoda here. He's the cool cat because he's got to like be in his little pouch, and you can see all of his jiggliness under him. But he's got that paw hanging out though. You got the baby, of course, the female. She's got to be on the top post. Well, Maya, she's 40. Yep. So I'm raving the what is that saying? You're robbing the cradle. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You're robbing the cradle. You know, I did a short one time with Yoda, looking at his, where he was kind of looking straight on, and you just saw his face, like his mask. And I said, name him. If you could give him a name, what would you name him? In a short, and I just had people name him, and so many, like I maybe had like 50 people name him, and the number one like choice was Batman. But the thing is, though, Batman is smart and Batman is kind of with it. Yoda is a mess and he's like crazy, so Batman would not work well for him. Now, if any of you know the Phantom of the Opera, if you know the Phantom of the Opera, that's more like Yoda. Uh, Phantom of the Opera is a little obsessed and a little crazy, and Yoda's a little special. I mean, for goodness sakes, this is a cat who used to turn on faucets with his teeth. He did it so much he actually chipped his two top teeth. Uh, and thankfully he stopped doing that. But he's a special, special kitty. See if I can get this going. See, it's the bat signal, right? If this is Batman, it's the bat signal. Charlotte, I appreciate. Thank you for that $10 super there. Thank you, friend. That'll help kitties in need when the time comes again. Well, the calm, cool, and collective Yoda is done. That's what I was saying earlier. Let me come over here. That's what I was saying earlier. Oh. Don't ever get old, folks. Whew. Yeah, Tang likes to be on his papa. He likes to be on his papa bear. So Yoda, Charlotte, looks like your, what was the cat's name? Madam, I think. I think that's what you, Madam. Yeah, Madam. Okay, cool. Um, Hello there, Tigress. How you doing? How is all the little kittens, Tigress? Shelly, cats keep you young. I don't know. These cats keep me old. I think these cats are aging me. I wake up every like few months, and I look at my hair, and it's getting more white, and like everywhere, it's getting more white, unfortunately, and there's less of it. So yeah. One of those things. Joseph, cats keep you exhausted. Tigress, you're good, and the kittens are good. Oh, and you got that Bengal kitty yesterday. Okay, awesome. Alfredo, cats are adding 7 years to you every year. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. You named her Ember. That's a cool name. Maya, you sound just like you when getting up. You sound like me when I get up, grunting and yeah. It's not a good sight. It's not a sight to behold. That's why I tell you, you got to if you're young still, if you're under 40, enjoy those years because I tell you, once you get past that 40-year mark, everything starts to sag and everything you just start to lose your memory and it's all downhill. It's so downhill after that. And then you throw on 9 cats on top of it and all of the worry and concern. All the worry and the concern that you have is like, whew, goodness. Yep. So going back to school is gonna keep me young. Getting back into the healthcare world. It's laughing at you, Yoda. Ha 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 ha. I'm looking to get back into healthcare, so back into imaging, so like X-ray, MRI, CAT scan, CT, stuff like that. So it's like a 2-year program. Hello there, Natalie. Welcome back. Catitude, healthcare and people. Healthcare and people. I would love to be able. Healthcare and cats would be really cool. But I honestly think if I did any kind of veterinarian stuff, Bruce, or any kind of like vet assistance or technician, I think that'd be a bad thing. I think what would happen I would wind up with like 50 cats in a matter of a couple years because I would just keep on taking them home. And I think that would be a bad thing. In all seriousness, I don't think that would be a good thing. Shelley used to do healthcare, assisting in mental health, young adults with disabilities. Awesome. And the thing with for me is I don't want to like keep on taking cats in because I do know eventually there becomes a tipping point where you can't like responsibly like financially take care of all of these kitties. Um and you wind up, you're thinking you're doing good, but you're actually going to be causing more harm than good. You have like good intentions, but bad stuff happens eventually. Yes, Tigress, this is Tang. I was, and I'm sure I'm sure everybody has seen this before, or maybe you've read stories before about like hoarding when it comes to animals, unfortunately, right? So my wife was reading an article not too long ago. I don't know where it was. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was in the United States, or if it was somewhere else, like in another country. But this person had like brought home and had in their house over 100 cats, and the vast majority of the cats were in terrible health. A few of the cats actually were not alive when people came in to like fix the situation, or kind of like, see what was going on, like animal control, things like that. Uh, that kind of stuff. Uh, so I think it was a person who was doing good intentions. I appreciate that, C2. C2. I'm just going to call you C2 because I don't want to screw up the rest of the name, but thank you so much. That'll help cats around the world. Thank you, friend. Um, so a person like that, they'll start off with good intentions, but it'll spiral quickly out of control because if you can't even take care of yourself, I mean, you're not going to be able to take care of all these other felines. And I think it was Maya. Let me go back a second. Maya says it's not hoarding when you are doing positive work and it's kept clean and they go to the vet. I agree with you, Maya, but unfortunately, when people get like 10, 20, 30 cats and they can barely even take care of themselves, it becomes a major problem. Hello there, Sharon, and hello there, Tony. Lewis, you can't watch those, too depressing. I'm sorry to hear that, Lewis, and I'm sorry, Lewis, if you're a little down today. I think I saw something that you might be a little not off, but just a little down. So I hope everything is going well, Lewis. I might have misread that comment though, also, Lewis, and you let me know if I did. I'm just not sure. I thought I saw something, but maybe I didn't. You need to keep everything clean. And here is, yep. Ooh, 82 cats and 7 dogs. Yeah, that's kind of what I was just talking about. You want to try to help, but then you don't know how to say no, and you wind up doing more harm than actually doing good. Heart's in the right place, but your pocket, your wallet is just not. It's not capable. You can't do it. Hi, Orangey. Are you between the bear's legs? Don't take that weird YouTube. Well, it's almost 2 hours, so I'm going to hang out here for another 10 minutes or so. If you all want to chat for another 10 minutes, let me know. And I'll hang out here with another 15 minutes or so. I definitely have picked up my rambling here, my talking, over the last maybe 10 minutes or so. RNG. Who else is in here? It's just me, you, and Yoda. Oh. Here's a question for everybody. What is everybody's does anybody have any plan, I should say, for the rest of the day or your night? Does anybody have anything going on later tonight? That sounds like a wonderful idea, Maya. I figure, Shelly, you're going to bed because I know it's late out there. My gosh, Shelly, it must be like close to 11 o'clock, I think, out there now. Rosemary, you're just gonna relax with the kitties. How is Dusty? It's Dusty, right, Rosemary? How is Dusty doing? Bruce, you're gonna be playing a game, Battlefield 2042. Awesome. Dusty is doing it's so cool. Good, Rosemary. He's doing good. Is he? Is does he? I know at one point in time, Rosemary. I think you were saying maybe on Tranquil's live, maybe it was on my live. I don't know whose live it was, but you felt like Dusty was kind of missing. Was it Shadow or was it Midnight that passed away? I get names confused sometimes. So does it seem like that's improved? Hopefully, Shadow. Okay. Catitude, you're just gonna have some adult beverages with the kitties and the doggy. Understood. Luis, nothing special. Just kind of the normal your normal Saturday. How's your mom doing, Luis? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to say, of course. He's getting more attention now. Rosemary, were you thinking about getting another kitty? I can't remember if it was you or if it was somebody else that was thinking about getting another kitty. Yoda. Yoda. Okay. Louis, she's doing good. Sitting here watching Bar Rescue. I have not seen that show, Louis. I've heard of it. I've seen like commercial ads for it, but I haven't actually watched an episode. Does anybody have any binge show that they like watching? Like something that they would recommend to others? Something you can just put on and watch like 20 episodes and they don't even realize they've watched 20 episodes? I used to watch like Doctor Who. Do we have any? Are there any Doctor Who fans here? Yeah, any Doctor Who, Doctor Who fans? The Walking Dead. My any Gordon Ramsay stuff. We watch a fair share of Gordon Ramsay things, such as like Hell's Kitchen or Nightmare Kitchen or what the what is that other America's Chef or something. Um, Rosemary used to watch Doctor Who. Yeah, I haven't seen Doctor Who in years. I stopped watching it. It kind of got a little stale. A Master Chef. Yeah, that's what it's called. Hey, Burf, how you doing? How you doing? Burf, you definitely Doctor Who, the old and the new. Now, Burf, do you mean like when you mean the old? Do you mean like the old, like the '80s version? You know, Shelley, I obviously know of Jackson Galaxy, but to be honest with you, besides the My Cat from Hell show, which I don't even know if that's on anymore, I don't watch anything else. Ah, Bruce, you never heard of Doctor Who? You got to go on YouTube sometime, Bruce, and just type in Doctor Who and just check it out. Especially to me, like the David Tennant Doctor Who was probably the best Doctor Who, in my opinion. Like over the last 20 years. Shelley, you're not a fan of Doctor Who. You think it was a bit before your time. That's funny. Well, I mean, it did start out like in the 60s, but then they kind of it was from the 60s to like the 80s, and then it kind of died down, and then it made a comeback like in the mid 2000s, but it's dying down again. Crime dramas, Lewis, like CSI, that kind of stuff. Maya, yes, he probably will just sit there because he's a little passive aggressive. He is a little passive aggressive sometimes, and he's very obsessive. Tigress, on the next Google Meet, you're going to have Ember with you, the new kitty, instead of Nala. Okay, look forward to it there, Tigress. Birth, yes, the really old ones from the 60s to the 70s, but you love the reboot starring in 2005. You like Matt Smith. Yeah, I thought that's when it kind of started to kind of decline a little bit, slightly. Bruce, Law and Order, SUV, or SUV, SVU, Special Victims Unit, right? Lewis, no, the cable ones, The Sopranos. I've heard of The Sopranos. I have not heard of The Wire. I've heard of The Shield, and I've heard of Breaking Bad. He's like, yes, human, you threw the ball, and what am I supposed to do about that? I'm gonna yawn, because you're boring me, human. Hi. I would turn the camera on, because Yoda is behind me on the chair that I'm leaning up against. But my face right now is like shredded cheese. I kind of have a bit of a psoriasis or dermatitis outbreak going on again. I think it seems to happen when I'm more stressed. And with this move, uh, starting to get this house up to snuff, it's a bit stressful. So I'm not going to have the camera on right now, on my face at least. Birth, yeah, for sure. And then especially, you add on, you don't know where you're moving to yet either. I think moving it can be stressful enough, but if you don't know where you're moving to yet, you just know that you need to move. Like financially, we like need to move, we have to move, but we don't know where we're moving to quite yet. It's a problem. Yeah, Maya, the carpets are clean, but unfortunately, and let me show you, we're gonna have to replace them because of this one here. So sorry, Tang, I don't want to get this in your eye. Um, yeah, let me. Unfortunately, Tang, and it's in certain parts of the carpet up here too, but let me go down to these stairs. Let me turn this. He, unfortunately, in pretty much like almost every step, it's gotten to a point where he just has like shredded this carpet and is not you can't like sell a home with the carpet looking like this. We've bought and sold many times. Yeah, we've actually sold like 4 homes and bought in like 4 homes. So we don't know what caused him to do this, but I mean, it's gotten so bad here that you can literally like lift up the carpet. So yeah, what we'll need to do, we're gonna have new carpet put up. We're gonna put new carpet put up all of the stairs, and we're gonna then keep his nails trimmed. We're gonna cut his nails. Hi, baby. I know. And yeah, Maya, I know. But the thing is, like, all the houses we've been in, since Tang has lived with us, we have been in 3 different homes. And this is the first home in which he has done that to the carpet. So we just don't know what it is about that carpet. Anyways, as we walk down the box of hallways, and of course Yoda's by my side. Yeah, all of these kitties are fixed, spayed or neutered. My wife's office, because she works from home. I know, Yoda, it's almost dinner time, isn't it? Yoda? Yoda, bless you. Baby? Baby? We already went outside. Mm-mm. Baby. No. Maya, she fixes them at your house. Well, I'm sorry, Maya. I missed something. What are you asking, Maya? I'm sorry. Baby. Baby. I know. Yeah, she works from home. Yeah, my wife works from home. She works in clinical research. Hi. Yeah, she's worked from home for years now. I would love to be able to work from home myself, but the type of jobs where you have to do working from home, I'm not good at. You know, like sitting in front of a computer, being on the phone. I don't do well with those types of positions, those type of jobs. I have to like move around some more. I'm too fidgety. See, I'm so special. I have socks that have C for my left foot because it says L, and then for my right foot because it says R. That's how you know you're special. Is when you have socks that say left and right on them. I wonder if anybody can beat that. You know, I do get confused rather quickly and rather easily. I'm like the baby there that just stares at the wall, meows at the floor. Maya, you're kind of the opposite, it sounds like. You don't do well with people, yet you've always worked in customers. Okay, and people, okay, I gotcha. I do well. I do work well with folks. I am a people's person. I'm kind of like those. I'm an introvert, but I'm kind of like an extro introvert. I'm kind of like both in a little way. Burf, just buy socks that are all in one color. No worries about which foot they go on. That's a good advice, Burf. Good advice. But these are like compression socks. I forgot why I got them. I guess I have some kind of compression issue or something. I don't want to show off my legs here, so don't get too excited here. I don't want any fainting or anything. But I do have like a little bit of kind of swelling in the legs. So, oh geez, that's a nice scratch there, isn't it? Wonder how I got that. And then I got Mr. Moley. Anyways. Okay. Well, Yoda did it. He might have Bruce. He might have. Yeah, yep, exactly, Murph. I'm special that way. But I am gonna start to say my goodbyes to all. I appreciate y'all hanging with me here for these last couple hours. Um, I hope you all have a wonderful night slash day. As always, it's a pleasure to hang out with you, to talk with you, and to share a little bit of life with these kitties and myself. Right, baby? Nothing to say now? Are you quiet, baby? Baby. No parting meows. Yoda, he's like, I'm gone. The camera's being turned off, so I'm out of here. Anyways, until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your night. God bless, take care. Adopt, don't shop. Adopt a feline kitty, a senior kitty cat. And what else was I going to say? Speak up always for those who cannot. Until then, me and baby will stare at the wall and meow at each other for a while. Right, baby? Baby. All right. Y'all have a good night. All right. Bye, all.